live from Yummy Cheese Man's house and room specifically. We're getting ourselves into the final match, the grand finals, and who'da thunk it is, of course, going to be the number 1 and number 2 teams of the OC. It is Chiefs Esports Club, who just 4-0 Justice Esports, taking on Icon, and this will be the first time Icon will play under their new name.
It's the first time for Icon, and it's the first time for these two rosters to verse each other. Zen obviously coming into the Chiefs, and this was a total rivalry, real grudge match coming up, because last year, Icon kept taking down the Chiefs, the number 1 team in the region, and then it wasn't until the very end of the year that Chiefs got the battle back. They took the 4th place in RLCS over a 9th place from Icon, and they took down Gfinity, and then they lost Drip A. So now, can they take down Icon again with Zen? This will be a big question mark, and of course, the winner of this will be the first Gauntlet winner. The winner of this will be the team that gets the $120. So I'm ready to just get straight into it.
Absolutely. I cannot wait at all to see how this one goes down. These are the two powerhouses for sure in the OCE region. So, Yummy, we're getting underway. We're getting ready to go. How have you felt about this tournament so far? This has been your baby.
It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of support as well. We've got lots of viewers here, so thanks to everyone for showing up. Hopefully we can make this into something bigger and better. We've got $30 in donations. We've had some great Rocket League. We've seen an upset. We've seen a 4-0 as well.
It's pretty much got everything.
We've seen some trash talk. I'm hoping to make this better and better every time we do it. Next time, there's guaranteed next time, we're going to have maybe some player pictures. We're going to have some trash talk hopefully coming out. We'll make it better every single time. So thank you to those who have donated so far to try and make this happen again. Well, it's going to happen again, happen a 3rd time to help us raise money for the prize pool, because we're just throwing it in at the moment.
And there's no deadline for that, by the way. You can always click below in the donation button and add to the prize pool for the 3rd iteration of the Gauntlet. So, looking forward to seeing if people want to chip in for that. But even if not, it's just great to have you all here. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first time commentating Rocket League. I'm loving it right now. Just seeing a lot of the banter back and forth is always a lot of fun. And the game is fantastic.
And it's great, and we're going to get to see the top 2 teams in OCE battle it out. This is really important because we don't get to see them except on the RLCS stage in the league play or anything like that. This is their time to shine, all for that $120. They're playing right now, not for the money, because they want to practice for RLCS. They're ready to go. And we haven't really talked about the Icon roster, but they are looking like the best team. They were seeded number 1 for a reason, and it's because CJ, Express, Shady, they've stuck together for so long. CJ, they went to RLCS and they almost took a series at the World Championship, but they just didn't quite have that experience. This is their season now. All 3 of them have got an RLCS underneath their belt. They are ready to go. They've had this dream hack as well. They're ready to win.
I think so, and you got to think they're going to probably be wanting a little bit of revenge from some recent results as well. Remember, it was before the change-up in rosters, before the Tainted Minds name change over to Icon, but this team did lose to Chiefs in the last Gfinity Elite Series, in the grand finals, nonetheless. So you got to be thinking that's in the back of the minds of these Icon players. They want to set the record straight.
I do know that is very true, but I do know from statements from CJ that he's like, yeah, but that included the big D word. The Drip A, the guy who's gone, and those are some massive shoes to fill. He was the best player in OCE. Unequivocally, everyone agreed Drip A was the best player. He's gone. So where do we go now? Well, we have to wait for Zen to pick up those shoes. I don't think Icon are scared at all, and they're going to be like, yeah, sure, we want this win, but we've already got it. It's ours.
Yeah, we'll see if Chiefs can really make a dent in that mentality. They cleared away Justice easy enough, despite the fact that Justice did have some great plays and fought back a lot of times, but a 4-0 is hard to argue with. On the other side, Icon are a team of a completely different caliber, so we'll see if this new Chiefs lineup can go the distance and make it all the way. It is down to this, Yummy, 1 best of 7 for the $120 prize pool. All the glory that goes from winning the Gauntlet as well. I mean, who doesn't want to win your tournament? It's a great one.
Yeah, everyone wants to win my tournament. No,
at least all the teams that entered, I think.
At least someone gets to win. I never won a tournament, but, it happens.
I think I have a solution for that.
Be a caster?
Get good. That's what you got to do, man. No excuses.
That's not going to happen. So I guess we'll just keep on casting, and the match is about to begin. Order against Chiefs in the grand final.
It has all come down to this one best of 7 to decide who takes the prize pool, who takes the glory, and we have kickoff here. Zen going to start things off. Chiefs are, of course, on the orange side. And it's going to start with a pass above Shady. Express is going to look to pick that one up. CJ takes the ball here. It was dangerously in Icon territory for just a moment, but they don't seem too phased by it at all. So Chiefs trying to stay on the attack, find themselves on the defense.
And what CJ did right there is exactly what you expect from Icon. He was so quick to intercept, immediately beating 2 members of the Chiefs and getting on the attack. Icon, it's all about speed.
If they can keep this one going, and it's close to going into the net there. Express nearly getting in, but he gets sandwiched away. A second attempt this time from CJ. Finds it, but it's cleared away by Zen. Sending back once again, picked up by Torsos, the hero of the last series. It just gets cleared away once more. Kami sends it in! Last second, turned away by Shady. That almost started 1-0 Chiefs.
An incredible save as well from Shady. He was under the pump. He had to make the save as he was the last member back. And there's been opportunities for both teams and a lot of saves coming out.
Yeah, great one from Express just there a moment ago. Zen already stepping up to the plate. An aggressive positioning here from the Chiefs to kick things off. We're already 1 minute and 15 seconds in, and it doesn't seem like the time has passed at all. Express going to clear that one away from above, but we've seen Chiefs taking so many more shots on goal, and I don't know if Icon have been expecting this.
And most importantly, Zen's the one being aggressive. He's the one moving up, ready to take those risks. Very different to what we even saw against Justice Esports.
Great push in from Torsos there, but unfortunately all his work goes undone as Shady comes in to clear him away. Express flipping up to pick the ball. Kami, back over to him. He juggles it, sent in, close, centered. It's gonna go! It's Zen to start this off! Chiefs take the lead!
How does he do this again? Look at Kami take it in, and then Torsos plays it aggressive, gets the 50-50, pushes it again, bumps TJ out. So much work from Torsos, and Zen has the freest goal of his life.
Great start here for the Chiefs, and they certainly feel warmed up and ready and riled up to kick things off. Icon might be a bit surprised at how it's gone down. Let's see how they can answer. CJ sends this one high, goes close to the net, cleared away this time by Torsos.
It's the 4th save from the Chiefs as well. There've been a lot of shots on from Tainted Minds, but they're just that. Shots on net, easily savable, and Chiefs have been doing a solid job at clearing it at the same time.
They certainly have. Shady saving as much of his boost as he can. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to get the ball going the way he wanted to. Zen tries to take a poke at it, but he sends it over to the corner instead. Express is going to pick this one up. Kami looking for the intercept, doesn't find it. Now it's centered. Back again. Zen going to be able to find the push away. Another boost picked up by CJ, trying to make this one go in, but it bounces off the backboard. So close for Icon, but it's cleared.
They worked so hard for that opportunity as well. There were plays from CJ, plays from Express, and it just hits the crossbar. You hate to see it.
It's unfortunate for Icon, but they are in very real danger of losing this game if more of those keep happening. They're certainly trying to turn on the counterattack pressure, but Chiefs, they came to play. They came for the title in the Gauntlet, and Kami will pick up a second!
Every now and again, Torsos makes a mistake, but they didn't expect it. They didn't expect him to miss. They were playing for Torsos' shot. It goes back to Kami, and he gets the free throw.
Sometimes the mistakes you make can turn things in your own favor if your team's there to pick up the slack, and Kami certainly has been this game. 2 shots, 2 goals, brilliant plays to save it, and Chiefs in the lead with 2 minutes to play. Icon need to find some answers as they look for possession here, still on their side of the field.
It's been an incredible set of play as well from the Chiefs. They've not only made opportunities, but they've made good ones repeatedly. This time, it's Icon.
CJ just knocks that one right on in. There's a good play that starts to bring this back within the realm of manageable. CJ just in a great position to tap it downward.
Solid start as well, and this is scary because Icon can score from you anywhere. 1 minute and 40 seconds, that is plenty of time for Icon to make this comeback.
Certainly the case. Let's see if they make it happen here. Torsos sniffing for the ball, still on the side of Icon. Maintaining possession, cleared away, this time by Shady. Express is there. Gonna wind this one up through the wall, bounces off the ceiling. Now it's Kami, picks the ball back up. Torsos is going to grab it. Wheel it back forward. It's all about maintaining a little bit of that Cool progression, cool possession, making sure that happens. Shady hunting. This time he picks it up. It's back over to Express, but Zen is there to bat it away.
Oh, he's going to use his time, gets the flip reset, but can't secure it. It goes off the side post.
Second wind.
Torso Zen with the incredible solo play.
That was so close to going in, but it's just not enough at this point, and it's turned back around once more by Icon. Chiefs still playing with a 1-goal advantage at 45 seconds left to play, but it's dangerously close to their own net. Here comes CJ. Express is going to knock that one in the wrong direction as it was turned away by Chiefs, looking for a score on the opposite side. Here's Express once more to pick this one up, but they're running out of time on the Icon side to equalize.
2-1. Chiefs have been solid throughout the entire game, but Icon have picked it up in this last 1 minute. It's the last opportunity now for Icon. Can they take it out? It doesn't look like it.
Team of their caliber, they've got to be able to put this one away to force an OT, but we're down to 10 seconds on the wire. Here's CJ back over to Shady. They're going to have to get the clear away from their own goal, sending a long shot. CJ, he might have one chance to do it, but it's turned away once again. Shady going to bobble this one up, and that is going to be it. As soon as this ball hits the ground, it is going to Chiefs. 1-0 up. They draw first blood.
They've done it. They've brought it back with Zen, showing that they don't need drip base. Zen can fill in this roster just as well, and you really saw at the end. Icon had tried so hard. They had so many opportunities, still getting on defense, but by the time that they had the chance to get on attack, CJ just had no boost to talk about.
And Zen has been the one that's been on point for this game, too. That is the big difference maker this time around for Chiefs. The newest member takes the most shots. He gets 4 of them. He finds one as a goal, and I don't think that Icon were expecting him to be in that form.
And plenty of aggression coming out from Zen. There were still moments where he went back into his shell. I think in defense, he's really worried about the shot coming in, but much better signs from Zen, even from the previous series. So you can see the level of growth coming out from the Chiefs. If they can get stronger from there, I don't know what Icon can do.
And this will start to answer some of those questions about the Chiefs and how this lineup will look without Drippe now, with Zen in instead. It's, as you said, massive shoes to fill. But if they can beat Icon, if they can put the next 3 games away, now that would be crazy without any answer from Icon, but that would certainly put to bed a lot of those questions.
I mean, I saw people in chat questioning whether the Chiefs were even going to go back to RLCS, make it into the top 2. Right now, they're proving, well, yes, they can. They took down Justice Esports. They probably have a favorable matchup against Order, the way things are going, and now they're looking to take down their biggest rivals.
Now we're into game 2. We've got kickoff here. We'll see if Chiefs can keep the momentum going in the grand finals. Torso starts this one off and sends it up into the top corner, tries to get the bounce off himself, but this time, Icon were ready for him. CJ turns it back around, looks for the center. Express will nail the score!
Such a clever shot. CJ gets this high, but look at Express, play it patiently, turn around to get this low, and actually reaches the top of the net. Kami thought that he was hitting it far off to the left-hand side.
And there's your answer right there, Yummy. 1-0 in favor of Icon with 12 seconds played in game 2. Chiefs going to have their work cut out for him to turn it around, but Zen will start off with an aggressive attack. Torso's trying to pick up the slack as well.
Torsos has still been incredible. He had that double touch opportunity, and he's going to be kicking himself even harder now that he didn't get that goal because it got turned around on the Chiefs.
A little bit of bobbling going down here over in the corner. Kami picks up the boost, tries to turn it away, but he's getting challenged at every angle by Icon members. Express gets right up in his face. CJ turns it around again. Ball stays at center field until Express knocks it back. Picked up again. Turned around. Once more, CJ keeps this one centered. Icon just seemed to have leveled up in the past 2 minutes, looking for another shot, but Express is foiled.
They're so scary. Icon just gets these quick passes. They're always in a position ready to play off their teammate. Just like that, CJ beats out everyone.
And an assist from Shady, nicely executed. Oh man, it doesn't get much smoother than that. A little tap in and no preparing for that. 2-0 now to Icon.
Not only that, when Chiefs are playing against Icon, you can see that they're trying to instantly go up for every ball, even if there's no one on, because they're worried that there's an Icon member there, just because they know how they play regularly.
It feels like Chiefs may have bought in a little bit too much to the hype, and sometimes you leave some corners unattended, some angles not really looked at, and Once again, Shady goes forward looking for the shot. CJ is going to turn around for the counterattack once more. This time, though, Chiefs going to try and move this ball on their own terms. Let's see what they can get done. Torsos is there. CJ gets the clear. Centered again. But there's no one to take the shot, and he clears that all the way back to midfield.
Brilliant pass, and Zen's waiting, but the pass back is not there. That was a perfect opportunity for Zen if he could just get that 1-2-3 going.
Now you can see Chiefs a little bit low on the boost. Going to have to go high just to try and clear this one away. There's Kami over into Zen. He picks up a bit of boost for himself. But it's pushed back away almost effortlessly. Once more by Express. He gets a great clear off, and there just aren't those fast attacks that we were expecting to see out of the Chiefs.
Icon look really comfortable in defense as well, because Chiefs are taking these shots from the midfield from places that they can just wait on and then get a big old clear from.
Just like that, you can see it once more, and Chiefs desperately trying to center it, but they can't get a clear shot. Icon are always disrupting their momentum. Here's Torsos. Once again, Express moves him back away. CJ clears the ball to midfield as Zen takes it. It's going to be grabbed again, and this is a chance. Shady looking for the shot here. It goes a little bit wide as it's picked back up, and CJ going for the center once more.
It was really smart from Kami too. He just had no boost, stayed behind the ball, was even trying to get demoed, but they're holding on, and this might just be a goal, but every single time we've seen so many dunks from Chiefs in front of net. The difference between Icon and... why am I even trying to...
It was the third wind. You never really expect it, but Torsos pulls one out of his back pocket. This time, he gets the dunk in, just beating the defender. But up until that point, your point stands.
That was just an epic solo goal. What I was trying to say is that Chiefs keep getting these dunks, and what Icon would be doing is following up on those dunks. They'd be so ready for them. Chiefs are all the way back, not expecting a big dunk to happen from one of their teammates. That time, the dunk wasn't needed. It was just a big solo goal from Torsos.
So, Torsos keeping Chiefs alive in this game with 2 to play. Let's see if they can make it happen again. You can see some energy, a little bit more revitalized. It goes in. Zen! That's the quick shot we were looking for, and it's equal. Tie game, 150 to play.
That is absolute art, and they got their paint set out and painted a beautiful picture. Such a creative shot. The pass coming out from the corner, you could see Icon did not know that was coming, and that's tied up the game.
All of a sudden, Icon looking like they were going to take an easy game 2 to equalize the series. However, a dangerous shot from Zen, starting to put that one out of reach. Kami goes in, second wind again. This time it's batted back, but Chiefs still on the attack here, and it's going to be a scramble from Icon to turn this away. The game's turned on their heads.
And that's the difference. They've made Icon worried. They've put them nervous. They've made them have to rush around in defense. And it almost led to another goal. It is going to lead to another opportunity.
We have not had an overtime in the Gauntlet today. With 1:18 left, we might finally get it. There's a demo out onto Kami. This will open up an opportunity for Icon, but Torsos is there to knock the ball away. That man has been the hero of Chiefs, not just this series, but today as well.
Incredible, and this looks like it. 1 minute to go. Both of these teams working hard, and Chiefs have had the better of this second half.
They certainly have. You can see Icon trying to make something happen, looking for it. It nearly gets the shot in, but Kami was there for the defense. Torsos riding the ceiling to try and get this ball into a position, but it's picked off by CJ. Looked like nobody was at home, but Kami steps up to the plate to deliver it back over into Icon territory. It's bobbled back and forth with 30 seconds now. Anybody's game. Center, it's going to get turned away. We're down to 30 seconds now, Yummy.
30 seconds, and Icon are reading the ball incredibly well, but Chiefs are being very creative with their attack. And so who can predict better? Who can get this one last goal? It all might come down to just a mistake in the end.
CJ going to pick this one up. Will Icon settle for overtime? They were up 2-0 in this game before the Chiefs executed a great counterattack, and it looks like we will finally get that elusive OT. Icon shuffling the ball around, but not going to let this one go in. Won't let Chiefs steal a game away from them, and we are into overtime.
A solid performance from both teams and a well-deserved overtime for each of them, but really, Icon have to be kicking themselves. They had the 2-0 lead. They just need to hold on to it.
They need to pick it back up right now. They're in dangerous territory, going down 0-2 as the favorites, expecting that they could win this one. With the roster changes, making Chiefs a little bit weaker, but it seems like where it's counted, Zen has stepped up and delivered, getting one of those goals. Let's see if they can make it happen again on the Icon side, trying to control the game. Pass back. It's sent into Torsos. Sends it towards the mid, but it's picked up by CJ. Looking for the center, but it's Chiefs that center it. Once again back.
Express keeps reading these clears. Every single time there's an Icon member ready, they're following up, and this could be the big opportunity. Two people were up. It's an open net for Kami. He just needs to put it in. It's going all the way. Torsos might finish it off, and that is Torsos securing game 2 for the Chiefs.
That was incredible. Icon go in. They miss everything. They leave an open net, and Torsos shepherds it in to close the game out, and just like that, Chiefs pull off a comeback from 0-2 down to go 2 up in the series.
That was so desperate for Icon as well. They really wanted that goal so badly. The opportunity was there. They dunked it. They'd taken the players out of net. They just needed to shoot it on. 2 people are up, but it's such a hard read. So aggressive, so risky, and unfortunately, the percentages were not in their favor.
Well, the changeover from Drippe seems to not hurt Chiefs too much here, and the warm-up 4 games that they had against Justice Esports certainly didn't hurt either. 2 games in, and we have a 2-0 Chiefs. Yummy, is that a surprising number to you?
It really is. I mean, Icon were the favorites coming into this game. Even the players were admitting that with their seeding. And now Chiefs are taking the advantage, and you're seeing it from the fact that they're playing a very similar style to what they did with Drippe. And Zen is trying to fit in. You can kind of see why his confidence isn't there. He's changing what he's doing. He's playing a different style, trying to gain, that Chiefs play style, but it takes a lot of time to really meld in with your new team.
And I think for the most part, they've really let Torsos kind of pick up a lot of the slack there. He's taken 5 shots where you look across the board on the opposite side. Icon kind of all have equal participation. It's, varied by not a whole lot and who's actually going for the setup, who's actually going for the play. But Chiefs, they've really let Torsos put them on their back. They're still stepping up. Kami's doing a great job saving. Zen is making plays, but Torsos is the hero.
They need that. He's the experienced player. And when you had Drippe, who was solid as a rock, that was perfect. They could all play around. Now you've got Zen, who's trying to fit in this. You need Torsos to be that consistent player. He wasn't that in 2018. 2019, he could prove himself.
Still early on in the year here, but for this tournament, for these 2 teams, the best that Oceania has to offer, a lot on the line in terms of bragging rights. Might be a small prize pool, but I don't think that's stopping them from playing at their highest level for sure, Yummy.
Still a big prize pool for a community cup, so hopefully they are really putting everything on the line, and Chiefs showing that they're just slightly ahead with that last overtime.
Edging it out here. Torsos does get a good save just a moment ago. CJ passing it back, still dangerously close to his own net. Zen trying to go in for the quick pickoff, and that's been his signature move. We kind of have seen this from Justice on the opposite side. Misty was doing that quick run in and just score those goals, but on the Chiefs lineup, we're seeing it more and more out of the new player.
And right there, CJ had so much respect for Kami. A lot of people wouldn't have thought that Kami could even get that double touch, but CJ waited for it, it paid off, and then this big save from Express. So much defense coming out from Icon, and I can't believe they were able to hold on.
That was so close. Still 0-0 here with 1 minute and 15 seconds played, and on the opposite side, an opening from Chiefs almost gave Icon the score, but it's not going to happen. Shady trying to step up and take this one away, but the counterattack is well and truly underway as Torsos takes it up, takes possession. They move it back once again on the Chiefs side.
You can really tell that these teams play each other so much. The way that double touch happened from both of the teams, you could see that they knew what CJ was doing. Earlier, CJ knew what Kami was doing, and they're playing correspondingly.
Picked up by Kami. CJ there to intercept, but just at his back, another member of the Chiefs. Icon having such a hard time finding an opening here. Close calls on both sides. Goes for the center. Nobody to really interact with it. CJ doesn't pick up the ball, and there's over to Zen. Torsos going to chase for it. Boost now onto Zen. He center fields it. Going to get picked up by Express. Still about halfway through this game. No score yet. Big center. CJ does not find the shot he was looking for. Has to settle for picking up Boost instead.
And so smart from Kami as well. He had no boost. He held it down. He gets the 50-50, and it leads to this attack for Zen to score. The confidence of the new player, he pushed up for Kami's pass. There was no one to intercept, and a beautiful angle down below CJ.
The lightest of touches, and he gets it in. Chiefs finding first blood in this game. Game number 3 here. Icon looking like they might be on the ropes now, Yummy.
Well, I was starting to think, that overtime, that's the comeback for Icon right here. But now the Chiefs have got the first goal. They're looking to take it 3-0.
That would be pretty huge right now. If they could actually do to Icon what they did to Justice, that would really put a damper on the spirits of Icon, as the heirs apparent here in the OCE esports scene for Rocket League. It's Kami with the second! You gotta be kidding me! Where did he come from?
Right off the corner, CJ and Shady were looking to get aggressive on the ball, and Express nowhere to be seen, trusting his teammates maybe a little too much. And all it took was the quick 1-2 for Kami to get that goal.
2 minutes left to play, and Icon might have to say goodbye to this game. They will not be giving it up easily, though. Express out the gates, getting the first touch, but it turned back around. I mean, Shady has to play and make the save. Once again, set it in front of their own net. Close, but it goes off the backboard. A wild attack there from the Chiefs. Trying to go for it as it goes back again into their side of the map, but Zen will look to take possession of it. Uses about half of his boost to make it happen. And it goes in. This time, CJ finds the score. They say, no thank you. You will not ease us out.
You cannot let this happen. Dribbling out of defense, he gets dunked into his own net. Sure, it came off the roof, but you saw the difference. Kami earlier made the same play, but he got the ball on front of him. He made sure there was a 50-50 at least, and that led to a goal for them. This time, they get scored on because Zen kept the ball on his roof.
So, CJ bringing this one back within a margin of victory. 1:30 left to play. If they can't find an answer, Icon will be on match point. 0-3 against the Chiefs. That would force them to try to pull that reverse sweep off, but for the time being, they've still got a chance in this. There's the demo. Zen is down. Can they find an opener? They need to turn this one around. Torsos going to get a big clear just to give them time to bring their teammate back up. Nobody's there to interact with it. Zen, freshly back, turns the ball around, gets demoed again by CJ, who's hunting for him this game.
He got demoed, but he got the beat. He beat CJ to the ball, and he's now put Chiefs in such a good position just from pure speed.
And now here's Torsos. He misses the connection, but it doesn't really matter. The ball's still in favor. Kami looking to center this one. A couple members of Icon there to try and stop it. Here's Zen. He leads this one up. It gets knocked back, still into the corner. Icon, though, need possession of this ball. They need to find an answer to the Chiefs' relentless attack. The center, CJ, clearing it away.
They keep trying to make this comeback, and it keeps being so close, but Chiefs are holding on to this 1-goal lead. 30 seconds left to go, and this is another quick play coming out that might just lead to a goal. Kami goes to the side.
He's trying for it, but Icon are going to be there to answer this time around. That ball was dangerously close, but it bobbles off the backboard as Zen knocks it away. 13 seconds left.
Really clutch from Zen as well with 10 seconds to go.
Here we go. Last-ditch attempt. If they can equalize, force an OT. Icon, you've got to think they'll have an opportunity. It's so close, but it's not going anywhere. And with the clear, Chiefs are on match point.
3-0 against Icon. They're just doing it. And you can imagine what it'll feel like for the Chiefs to be 4-0 if they do. No one thought that this sweep was going to happen. Icon are meant to be the strongest team right now. They are consistently together from the same roster of last season, and now with Zen, their Chiefs are showing that they can still be world-class material.
Even with a swap out of one of their most famous, one of their best players, you can see Chiefs stepping up to the plate. I don't know how this team has been practicing together, Yummy, but they certainly are executing when it counts. And Zen even leveled up in the course of this tournament. We saw him stumble a little bit, both in this series at the very beginning and up against Justice, but he seems to have really closed a lot of those holes. We haven't seen any bad play out of him in the last couple of games.
There's one miss. There's one miss.
Yeah. I could be wrong. So can he.
Sometimes being scored on is not ideal, but it didn't punish them this game. That was the big thing. They got away with that one. But you're right. There's been a lot more confidence from Zen. We're seeing a lot more come out from him. Brilliant to see him stepping up because, again, he's got such huge shoes to fill. He's filling in for the best player in OCE. For Drippe, who's picked up for an international team, and he's doing it well. They're taking on the best the best team in OCE according to every other team.
And they could sweep them right here. It's match point game number 4. Didn't think I was going to be saying that in the grand finals here of our first iteration of the Gauntlet. It's going to go into Chiefs' possession to kick things off. 4.5 minutes, or rather almost 5 minutes for Icon to pull this back, or they will have to settle for second place.
Looks like it's going to be a tough road ahead for Icon, and Chiefs really want to put their stamp down on the OC region once again.
They might just be able to do it, steal the ball a little close to their net, were opportunities for Icon, but they weren't able to execute on it. Cleared away once again, this time by Torsos. And again, it's picked up. Kami leading this one into the net. He can't quite get there. He got a little ahead of himself.
Didn't quite read that corner foot was going straight down, but it ended up coming a little bit out. And now it's Icon with the opportunity, and CJ has to scramble back.
Chiefs are the ones that are getting the ball more often than not. CJ picks up the boost. He turns it back around, but it's going to get intercepted. Here's Express knocking it forward. Clear shot on goal. Nobody's there, and Express will take one up.
That was the cleanup. It was all CJ. He was left alone on defense, gets the play to the corner, gives his team time to come back, takes it off the backboard and beats out Kami, and then it was just a 50-50 away from this becoming a goal.
Just needed to be there in time. Icon finally getting a reprieve in this series. 1-0 up. Can Chiefs equalize? Kami leading it forward, but it's going to get picked off by Express. Tapped over to CJ. Off the backboard. There's Torsos, sends it back again. Kami playing all across the map, and that was a close call. CJ's going to pick this one up, or is he? Kami's there to pick it. Back once again for Chiefs. Relentless attack. Off the back. Goes in again. Torsos finding the impossible angle.
Backboard after backboard, and this was Torsos' specialty back in the day, but instead, he's the one finishing it off. The save was so close, but not quite there, and they've tied up the game.
1-1, 3 minutes, 41 seconds. Tournament hopes on the line right now. If you are an Icon fan, you gotta hope they can find more shots like that. CJ nearly puts it in, but a stellar defense from 3 of the Chiefs. It's still in their territory. They're gonna have to knock it loose.
Where was that finish from Icon? Express should be able to hit that every single time, and just missing out. Reminiscent of that game number 2 in the overtime where they went too aggressive on the play.
There's Kami. He's speaking of going too aggressive. He gets in front of the ball, and it's turned back around. A bit of a miss there.
It ended up being Kami dunking his own teammate. Zem had the pass into center, but Kami was rotating through the line of the ball and got in the way.
So, still, a little bit of recovery for Icon. Chiefs pick the ball back up, though. Kami sends it back into the corner. Torsos looking to center. Knocked away. Denied. Express has been everywhere this game. But will it be enough? Zen goes for the center again. There's Torsos trying to knock it back, but he gets beaten to the punch by CJ. Ball goes back again. And it's Zen trying to pick this up, but it goes high. He's going to have to take the slow one.
He's got their second touch. That was important, because the first one was a little bit of a pass to his opposition. He managed to follow it, use those mechanics well, and just make sure that no one from Icon could score a goal.
CJ leads this one up a little high. Torsos back to intercept. He's leading it through, gets the center. It's about to fall down. Off the side is Zen, but he's not got the right angle. Sigh of relief on the Icon side as they turn it around. Kami forced to go really high to intercept that one. There's the center. Counterattack possible, but CJ doesn't put it where it needs to be.
There's so many opportunities coming out from both teams. Icon getting counterattacked regularly, and it's not the way that they want to get those goals. Normally they're so creative with their passes, and we're not seeing it today.
We are seeing another attempt on goal, or at least very close to it, by the Chiefs Esports Club. Icon Express is going to take the full roundabout to try and get this one back to center. Picks up the boost, sends it over to Shady, who sends it, tapping, very close. The demo even comes in at the same time, but Torsos pulls off the save. It's still in enemy territory. Can they push it back? It looks like they have.
And that's a save from Torsos was so difficult. He was caught on the crossbar, and he still held on, was able to get a really good clear at the same time.
And here comes Kami trying to pick this one back up. We've got a minute and 15 seconds left to play. It's tie game. It would come down to overtime. Golden goal in that case. Torsos trying to lead the charge, but there's an intercept. Once again, it stalls momentum. Back over to Kami, going for the center. Just above the board, no one's there to interact with it. Last second coming in. Express is there to try and turn it away, and we've got a minute left.
1 minute left, and can someone score in regulation time? This looks to be it. It goes wide once again. That's not quite on either. Both teams getting a shot on net and both teams missing. That's a big demo that opens it up for Icon.
Once again, though, they find it goes just a little bit to the left. CJ trying to put this one into the center. A brilliant defense from Torsos, clearing that away. It bobbles up high. Zen pushing it back over to Express, but it's going to get saved once again by Kami. It was a slow roller. We're down to 30 seconds.
And so many opportunities. It's the ball is in Icon's court. That is in. What a save from Kami!
Might have just kept them on the road to sweeping it here. The Chiefs still need to keep this from happening. Zen is going to get demoed away as Shady goes for a last-second attempt.
Another one!
Denied by Torsos. 10 seconds, and there's demos everywhere.
There's now an open opportunity. It's up to Torsos with 5 seconds to try and get this in regulation time, or we'll see OT.
They did it! And 0! You have got to be kidding me! Torsos denies the overtime, and Chiefs take the gauntlet in a sweep.
They do it, and it is the man of the day, Torsos, to finish that off. If they had anything to prove, they've done it here. 4-0 in regulation time against their biggest rivals in Oceania. What a massive, massive, massive performance from the Chiefs.
Did not see that one coming. Torsos, at the end of the day, pulls off the hero play, stops overtime from occurring, and Icon are shell-shocked.
They are. One of them left early. Shady is a straight out of there. CJ made that small mistake. And it just goes to show when you're in such a tough matchup like this one, that small mistake can mean everything. These games were pretty close. There was an overtime there. This match, we could have seen Icon go into overtime again, but it wasn't to be. Torsos has been incredible all day, and what a great game.
You've got to give it to everybody from the Chiefs for just pulling this off. And Torsos was the most visible player, but Kami did his fair share. Yeah. He was in the goal defending constantly. He stopped almost certain goals from going in repeatedly.
He's so solid. Like, he was the rock that Torsos allowed Torsos to be really unpredictable and make these crazy plays that maybe are a little bit out there, but he knows that he has Torsos behind him. Zen doing so much better, like most improved award over the day for sure.
I think you got to give him some credit for sure. Zen really just stepped up to the plate when it mattered. He's definitely made some mistakes, but it wasn't any big mistakes. There were no like major things. Giving up a goal or two.
That goal was not important, but the goals that he did get secured them games because they were 1-goal games.
Yeah. He carried his own weight. I think that's that's really critical. And just looking across the board, obviously Icon will go home disappointed, ending in second place without picking up a game there. But across the board, Chiefs playing out of their minds, really proving that they're currently still the best in OCE. But I want to give some credit because even though Order go out last, they fight it out to the end. Yeah. Justice surprising people by taking the win over Order, and it went the distance, but they still emerged victorious in that round.
I mean, we've got some incredible stuff. Chiefs taking 4-0 over Icon. Icon, who I know coming into this competition, or at least CJ were like, well, Order are our biggest rivals right now. They were more scared of Order than they were of Chiefs. Chiefs were comfortable against Order and Justice, and that really showed when they took that 4-0 against them. And then we have so much. We've got Justice and Order who were so close together. They go to Game 7, and now we're looking at the finals. We're looking at the World Championships. We're looking at this season as a whole, and we're saying, okay, who really is going to come out on top next 2 weeks, in a month's time?
And it makes you wonder, like, what the game would have looked like if it had been Order moving on against Chiefs. Maybe that would have looked a bit different because Justice still fought it out, but they couldn't find the goals where they mattered. They couldn't find the win. Chiefs, I mean, you can't take anything away from these guys. Well deserved for the Chiefs Esports Club. They do go home with the $120 in their pocket.
Yep.
The glory of winning the first Gauntlet, and I think a whole lot of PogChamp plays.
For next time, that's what they're really looking for. Yeah. And we've got a $7 donation here from Cicero. Thank you so much. You guys had to guess which player moves to NA team next. Who would it be? Ooh. Based off today, it's got to be Torsos.
Yeah.
Obvious, I think, MVP of the day. He was just so incredible, and there were game-winning performances from him for sure. And there were never any performances that are like, oh, he's not doing very well right now.
No, he saved games multiple times. That one last moment is what people will remember him for in this tournament. However, Torsos has made the difference so many times, and it's not to take away from the rest of Chiefs, but he has absolutely delivered and gone above and beyond.
We are going to get an interview. We're waiting on Nolski to push them in here. And we're going to get to talk to the Chiefs boys for their first ever win with Zen on the team.
Fantastic stuff. So, we'll just talk a little bit more about the victory until we get to that point. I'm sure they're feeling pretty happy celebrating at the Chiefs' house. Can't wait to hear them.
We've got them here. Well, how's it going, boys?
Pretty happy with the performance of the lads.
What do you think of the fact that Icon were the favourites, but you just 4-0'd them?
Well. I mean, after
Lol.
game 1, we was like, never did, and just had that confidence.
It was real weird because after game 1, we knew that they weren't playing themselves, from what they were in scrims.
Yeah. And what about how did you feel playing with Zen in his first ever OCE tournament win?
We had really good.
It felt
the whole thing.
it was sick. Even down goals were just positive vibes. So
yeah.
So does that mean you're going to win the RLCS qualifiers now?
Hey man,
most likely.
get ahead of yourself. Yeah, probably.
They're all talking at the same time. It's great. Well, we did have an MVP. That was Torsos again, because I always like giving
What?
MVP
No
to
way.
Torsos. So Torsos, do you think you get a deserved MVP, or am I making shit up again?
I thought it was more of a team effort,
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing
Alright, man.
to just the team.
What was he actually saying in team chat, Kami, about his performance?
It was just I'm the best player in the world. I carried
This is
everyone.
not true.
That sounds like Torsos. He's really,
It's actually
really,
unbelievable.
Ego. Well, it was good talking with you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah.
Because you won.
It's a big
Yeah.
experience.
It would have been bad if we didn't win.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you again. Hopefully see you in the next Gauntlet in that number 1 seed. You have to defend your title against whoever makes it up through the ranks. And I guess we get to close out now.
Yeah, I suppose we do. So I guess just on behalf of Yummy and myself and the people working in the background, Dover and all them that have helped make this tournament a success, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next Gauntlet. Thank you for your donations. Thanks for all the smack talk in the Twitch chat. And see you in the next game.
I have to say, before we go, incredible day. I was so glad that we put this on. It's so good to see some top Oceanic Rocket League as well. Big props to Dover, who put together this entire production, all the broadcast assets.
Nolski as well.
Nolski, who got the teams in. He basically does nothing, but sometimes interacting with the players and talking with them, that's
that's basically the description
tough
of an
work,
IT job. You got to do things when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
And do nothing when they're not.
The Nolski's great, and thank you so much to him for getting it. A lot of donations. Cicero as well, $4. Do your hair, boys. What is this? I want 5-star looks, Kappa. Just want to know who you guys are rooting for. Well, we were rooting for the Chiefs. We were predicting the Chiefs.
#biascasters, casters.
Yeah, we were 4-0. We knew
we were right.
We were right.
I just cheer for whoever he says to cheer for because I'm new to this, so I'm just going to go with Yummy's big brain expertise.
And
Galaxy brain over
Nolski
here.
donated $25.
Holy
I'm
moly.
a lot broke, but I'll give what I can for now. Let's keep these going.
Nolski, you were definitely awesome. Don't ever let Yummy talk smack to you again.
Thank you, everyone, for the donations. Lots of support. We will be running this again. I'll let you guys know on socials when that has happened. We'll make sure that next time it's bigger and better for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. There were a ton of you as well. And I hope that we get to see a lot more of this and a lot more of Piro, of course, as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for putting this one on, Yummy. See you next time. And see you guys the next tournament coming up soon.